everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
So we get to Houston. We get to the hotel. Mind you, I said we've been driving all day, tired. You know, but we had to be at the spot before midnight, so we were like trying to hurry up. We get there, and everybody at the hotel is just being so rude to us. Like, we were supposed to have a discount. They weren't trying to give it to us. We were like, okay. Charged us like double the price that night, and it was like on my friend's car, my friend Shay's car. It was just a lot of drama. It took us like an hour to even get in our room. So, and I'm just like, y'all are so rude out here for no reason. But I'm like, okay, I'm not going to judge about the hotel. Maybe it's just the people at the hotel. It was a lot of people there. Maybe they were just overwhelmed, stressed. I get it. So we finally got our room. Of course, at this point, like, everybody kind of got a little attitude. We're tired. Then, like, I remember, like, my makeup thing had dry. It was just breaking. It was just a lot going on. Anyway, we hurried up, got ready, you know, so we could make it there before 12. We're in the car. We're all trying to, like, stay positive. Okay, we're still going to have a good time tonight, right? So we get to the spot or whatever. So we're in line. It's like a line of, like, okay, if you're just trying to get in or you already have section. So, of course, we got in line where we already have section. So we're in line, and literally, like, the people in front of us, they had a section too. So, mind you, they already paid for the section, everything. They're already like, oh, yeah, like, the girl at the door is like, I think it was a boy, I don't remember, was like, oh, you gotta pay $20 to get in. So they're like, why? Like, we already got a spot. Then somebody from the back like, no, it's 40 to get in. Then literally, I kid y'all not, another worker comes and is like, nah, it's 60. Why are they paying $20, $40, $60? Which one is it? Why are they paying $60 to get into their own section? So we were already like, okay, it's getting money hungry. So me and my other girl, our girls were already like, what's going on here? So the workers get to arguing about how much they should charge them. Though this was like 5 minutes, right? So they finally let them in or whatever. They figured it out. I honestly can't remember like what ended up being the conclusion of them. So we get in, we line up. The girls of my other friend that was there, her extra friends came. We're like, hey, y'all, hey. We don't really know them, so it's just like, hey, we're going to have fun, whatever. So they let us in. We had no problem. So it's like, okay, cool. So, you know, we walking down the stairs, trying to be all cute. And it's so dry in there. Mine is already midnight. So I'm like, okay, like, you know, maybe we'll start jumping later. So they're walking. It's a big little spot. If you've ever been to Bay Spring, Houston, it's a big, nice spot. So I'm like, we're walking. And they was like, the girl's like, oh, this is y'all's section. It's 11 of us, right? Y'all, why was the section the size of the chair I'm sitting in? I'm going to pick it up so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Y'all, this is the chair I'm sitting in. I kid you not, this is how big our section was. And it was like a little baby table, like a vanity in front of us. I said, boy, ain't no way. So we're all just looking like, this can't be what we paid for. Especially because the picture showed, there was a section next to us that was like huge, that like would fit all of us. I'm like, this is not what we paid for. So we're like, so my friend says like, no, she didn't even sit down. She went to go talk to people in charge. And so my friend Shay, our other friend, goes with her to go talk to people in charge, like, because that was not the section that we had picked, first of all. Like, the DJ booth is right there. We're, like, literally in, like, this little section. Like, it wasn't even enough for half of us to sit down. Like, it was only room for, like, 3 of us. But the whole point was, that's not the section that we had booked or whatever. So we find the girl that, like, sat us down or whatever. And she's like, well, if y'all want a bigger section, y'all can pay another $5,000. Who is paying that? Like, y'all are so money hungry. Like, we already paid a certain amount of money. Like, they were trying to pay us almost $10,000 for a spot that we didn't even know was going to be jumping or not. Let's start there. Because at that point, damn, it's like particles. So, it was just like, So, my friend Shay, like, leaves or whatever. So, I'm sitting there. I'm just, you know, trying to keep it cute, you know. Yeah. So, while we're sitting there, there's, like, this big section next to us. There's, like, this, I'm not trying to be racist, but it was like 3 Asians right here, right? And they're like, hey, like, what happened? Like, that was really rude the way the lady was talking about them. We're like, yeah. And they're like, if y'all want, y'all can come to our section and come hang out with us. So, mind y'all, I watched Bling Empire. I seen Crazy Rich Asians. So, I'm like, oh, I'm scared of y'all. Y'all got it. So, all the girls that were still there, got up and went to their section, which we thought was their section. Now, this when the story really just takes it up a notch. So, now that we're in the bigger section, like, where it fits everybody, now I'm really putting myself on me, like, yeah. So, my friend comes back, and my other friend comes back with the manager girl, and she's, like, telling us, like, we gotta get up. She comes to the Asian people, like, yeah, y'all did not buy the section. So, I'm like, ooh. Now I'm embarrassed, because this is not even y'all section. Y'all was just standing here. So humiliating. So they're like talking to them. So the girl's like in charge. She's like getting out. She's like, unless y'all want to run $5,000-$10,000, y'all got to get out. So we're like, whoa, like sis, like it's not that serious. Next thing I know, the girl that came, we don't know the extra girls that came. All I hear is, y'all better get out. Da, da, da. Like, the section is big, so I'm in the back, this girl's in the front. Next thing I know, y'all, the girl and one of the workers start arguing, like, about to fight. I'm sitting in the back like, oh my God, this is embarrassing. We're not from here, and they're about to fight. So, y'all, it's just getting intense. So, the security guard comes over. They're like, all her girls is following up. Me and my girls sitting in the back, like, so confused. We don't even know what's going on. We're like, whoa, like, what's going on? Next thing I know, security comes, flashes the light. Everybody in the spot is looking at us. And he's like, y'all got to get out. Y'all got to get out. I said, we're getting kicked out of the spot. Oh, my God. Like I was saying, he's like going off. Like, you know, I'm from the DMV area. So, like, you know, I've ever been out, like, I've seen, like, security expert people, like, unless it's, like, getting, like, crazy. If it's girls or whatever, like, they be like, yeah, like, y'all just gotta go. Or, like, you know, trying to come to each other. Like, he's going off on us like we're in the military. Like, we're boys. Keep that in mind. He's like, y'all gotta go, like, grabbing us. I'm like, sir, don't touch me. Do not touch me. So I'm like trying to play cool. I mean, flashlight, all like this light just, and everybody just looking at us, and I'm like, this is so embarrassing. So we get kicked out, y'all. So we go outside. Just when things couldn't get any worse, then like some of the girls start arguing. I end up like calling my sister on the phone, and it starts raining outside. Wig was sliding back. It was just so humiliating. Then like the owner of the spot, or like the restaurant, I don't know what she does. So my friend Shay sees her and was like, hey, like telling her like what's going on, and she was just like, didn't even look at her in the eye. She was so rude, so stank. And I was like looking her down, and like supposedly people were saying like she has that type of attitude, which was like, I don't know, I just feel like as an owner you should be really nice to people, like want them to come out, especially when they're not from there. Like, hey, like I'm sorry this happened, like let me see what I can do for y'all. Like, you know, as a business owner, that's just how I think. But if you're not Jada Wade or Ari, none of the it girls, or have any type of clout, they look at you like the bottom of the barrel. Y'all know what I mean? They'll be like, you be a 10 in your city, but a 3 somewhere else. Like, that's how we was feeling. So she didn't even look my friend in the eye when she was like, hey, like, this is what's going on. She was just like, if you're not going to pay, then you can go. Okay, Miss Stank. We will take our business elsewhere. So, yeah, y'all, that was my Houston horror story. Like, everybody there was just so rude, so stank. Like, it was just so bad. But we ended up turning things around. After that night, me and my girls was like, we about to step. But the next day, we ended up going to, what is that joint called? I forgot the name of the spot. But we ended up going there. Ended up meeting Chris Kuzain, I think that's the name of the TikToker. He was so nice. Shout out to him because he really looked out for me and my friends that night. Ended up having a way better experience at all the other spots that are really popular out there. But Houston, I don't think I would ever go back. I don't want to say ever, but it was just such a bad experience. Everybody's rude, stank, and it's really not as hyped up as to be. Like, I'm from the Navy. I'll stick to being out here. I've been to Miami. Miami's great. Like, this was probably the worst going out experience I've experienced. So, yeah. If you're thinking about taking a girls trip, you know, you might have fun. We did end up having fun, but that was just a really bad experience.
Well, we just got a club horror story from hell. You know what? I've never had a terrible time in Houston. I've only been to a couple clubs in Houston. I don't remember the names, but they was all right. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. When I went to Houston the first time, when I went to the club, I went to the wrong club because drinks was high. It was to get in was like $50. You know, it was lit up in there, but it was expensive. The drinks was high. They had a lot going on. And that's the same. I got the same. When I went to Orlando, it was like the same way. And I was like, see, this is that big city stuff that I don't like. Like, I'll pay 20 to get in the club, but 50 and $60 is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, but that's, I guess if you used to it, it's nothing, but I ain't used to it. And I was like, $60. And it was like $100 to skip the line or something like that, something crazy like that. Then, you know, she said $5,000 for a section, you know. It must have been hot up in there because he said her wig slid back. What you talking about? Your wig sliding back? The glue was melting. It was so hot up in that thing. What are you doing, baby? But yeah, nah, I don't go to clubs like that. And I'm way over going to clubs, so it's a no for me. Okay. At this tender age, you know what I'm saying? But um sometimes you gotta get out and get live life. So I get it. But that's young. They young, so you know, they didn't know no better what was going on in Houston. They just knew it was gonna be lit and live and they was in there. But, you know, the owner being a snooty pants, that's kind of crazy. People are wild. But, you know, that's just how people is. Sometimes these owners to stuff, even like especially if it's a popping place in a city, the owners act funny, shady. They are not really nice people because they're so used to people trying to get over on them that they gotta have tough skin, and it thickens and hardens over time, and then they get the attitude like they don't care, and they'll talk to you any kind of way because so many people will try to get over on you as a business owner, and people like that, they see it so much, so they just, especially in the club, they see it so much, people trying to get over on them, so they just don't care. They like either pay it or get out.
Everyday people.
Day and night. For some women, it can start working in its just 1 week.